Hello guys, welcome to a new unboxing video. It's Fett again, and we got some new hardware here. This here is a box from one of the largest music retailers, and they have all kinds of stuff, audio equipment and so forth and so forth. And this here is the Rode Podcaster. Or the Rode Procaster, actually. I have the Podcaster, but the difference is that I am switching this here out with this one here, and that's because it's XLR, and there's a second box we're going to unbox in just a sec, where the rest of my audio equipment is here. So this here is a broadcasting mic. It's a dynamic microphone quality. I have had the Podcaster for many years now. It is a great mic, really cheap mic, and it's made for really a professional quality sound, in my opinion at least. This here is pretty much just almost the same quality, and the difference is that it's XLR, and there are also a little bit of a better bandwidth on it. So what you get is you get a mount on it, you get an adapter for it, you get this here nice leather pocket actually, and then you have the mic itself inside, and you have your manual and all that. And, oh, this here is a tight fit. Definitely. Christ. So this here is a large diaphragm mic. So the idea is that, as you can see, it's XLR and all that. And it's pretty hefty, so it is not meant for actually, well, you can't hold it, but it's not meant for it, actually meant for stuff here. So we have the XLR here. We have, and the thing is that with this type of mic, it is meant so that you speak like there's no what should we call it? It is a directional mic, so you actually get it picks up sound through here, and there's actually a noise canceling inside of it, so it actually prevents or tries to negate sounds from all places. So if I hook this here up, you could actually hear clear voice here, but if I spoke from here, it would not pick it up as well. And that means that this here is a great mic if you have like talking to somebody through this here mic, and you have a background noises going on. This here will actually negate this here. And that's one of the problems, because there is actually a little bit of a cheaper option for this here, and that's the NT-1, which comes with a shock mount and everything. But the problem with that one is, and I've looked at many reviews on it, is that actually it is more of a studio mic, and it's more made for song or speech, which this here also is more speech. But the problem is that because it's not made for broadcasting, where you could be in a studio that is not sound dampened and all that. It's a perfect setup, and that means it will pick up everything, like a creaking chair or somebody moving a cup of coffee or anything, and that can be a little bit of annoying to have. To try and edit around, especially here. So I normally am pretty lazy when it comes to editing audio, so I try to just boost it and do all the shenanigans here. But this here is the mic that I'm switching over to. So this here is, as you can see, this here is going to go around here, and there's some nice things here, but I'm going to use the shock that I actually bought a new shock with it. Because it doesn't come with this one here. So that's one of the things. And we're probably not going to need that. And we're probably not going to need that either. So let's put that away. And move this here out here. So now we come to the second part. And this here is a little bit larger. As you can see, this here is actually a pretty big one. So let's try and flip this here around a little bit. Okay, so in here we have the rest of the equipment that I bought. It's actually not that much. It's just that it's a little bit larger, and there's some cables in here because I do not actually have a lot of XLR cables. And I normally use high quality XLR cables, so I use Neutrik cables or connectors. So I'll try to prevent that. Why in God's name is this here? Okay. So we'll just have to. There we go. That should ease it up a little bit. I'm not going to reuse the box anyways, so let's get this here up, please. There we go. So, in here we have, as you can already see, we have a mixer, because I'm switching over to a mixer. And here we have the shock mount. This here is a shock mount that works with everything. We're going to take a look at this here, but actually we have cables. This here is a XLR cable. I think it's 2.5 meters, and the other one is 6 meters. So I have for both scenarios. So let's get that out. Sorry for the loud noise. And a box and a box. I think that's it. I think that is it. And get that out of the way. So, this here is the Yamaha MG10XU. This here is a USB 10, it's a 10 input mixer. There is a lower one, but the problem is that it doesn't have USB and it's actually not that good. So I went with this one here, even though that I'm not going to use all the inputs. So that is really cool. And also here is a converter from 3.5 to 1/4 inch, which I am going to need. And it actually comes with some Cubase information. This here is a DAC, or this here is a DAW, a digital audio workstation software. So comes with that, the light edition, the LE edition. So it works with Cubase. So if you want to mix something with this here and plug in like guitar and other things here, this here actually supports it. But yeah, let's actually open it up. So let's see here. Which way is the right way? See, this here is always the hard part. I think we're gonna have to open it from here. There we go. Yeah, looks like that is the right way. I actually do not know if it comes with cables or anything, other than, of course, the USB cable, but okay. Well, it's a lot smaller than I thought, but again, it's always good. So here we have it, actually. There you go. It's actually a lot smaller. I actually thought it would be at least this size here, so that's cool. So we have all your inputs. You have XLR here, you have jack. One of the reasons why we got this one here, so you can plug that in. We have this here. There is phantom power, as you can see right here. So if your mic requires phantom power, it supports it right here. It has line in, so you can actually feed it around. We have some headphones out. Level stereo, and it actually comes with some preset regarding sound effects. So that is also here. We have all our volumes. You have your mid-range, you have your effects, we have our pan, left and right, you have your high, mid and lows, gain here, and everything we need here, and all the other things here. On the back here, we have sadly a proprietary connector right here. Let me actually show you this here a little bit better. So we have a proprietary power connector. We have USB. It's too large to charge over USB, sadly. But yeah, and you can see here that this here is stereo pre USB audio channel 9 and 10. I'll need to figure that out. I'm still working on how I need to do my setup to do the things that I want to, but yeah. So that is coolio. So that's this here. Let's move that out of the way and fix the zoom right here. So yeah, pretty awesome, all this nice stuff here. Let us see here. So this is the shock mount. It's pretty easy to do. It has, it's not like world science, but I have one of these already. So again, you take your, plug it down here, and you need to actually screw this here off. Go here. Looks like it doesn't want to. There we go. Weird. Yep. There we go. And then it's mounted. You can see right here there are some and actually my elastics around the one that I have are getting pretty, like, as you can see, this here is pretty sturdy, but mine are old and having a little bit of slack. So again, and here we have the XLR cables. I have two pairs. We're just going to show you one of them. Pretty easy. These here are Neutrik connectors. You can see it from here. Probably one of the best connectors you can get. They don't break or anything. I've never heard, and they are metal, so metal housing. So awesome with that. So that's going to be it. So I'm going to switch over to this here setup from now on. So hopefully this here will do a lot of things better. One of the things that I'm hoping to is actually to be able to use a lot of different mics now, because I actually have this here lavalier mic that I have on right now that I use for connecting, but I can't use it for streaming because it uses different connectors. And the podcast that I have is USB, and I can't connect the lavalier mic through this here. So I hope this here will solve it. So I have different options for many things. So that's going to be really cool. And that's what I'm going to work on. So stay tuned for more. I hope you liked this here video. If you did, hit that like button. If you didn't, there's a button next to it. And again, remember to subscribe to keep up with all the great stuff that I put out. Until next time, bye.